Hello, Verne. It's great meeting you.
Yeah,
Tell
good to see
me,
you.
how do you feel about coming to Berlin?
Well, look, you guys are the international export powerhouse, your country. And anytime to be able to go into that powerful economy and see what we can do to continue to help it even do better, always excited. And that's what Berlin and Germany really offers.
Yes, great. What do you think? What can the people expect from the summit that you're preparing?
Well, we're really there to talk about scaling up. You know, there's a lot of companies start up, and there's a great startup culture within Berlin and in Germany, but very few scale up. And one of the things that they've been talking a lot about, even Hermann Simon, the hidden champion guru from Germany, is that, hey, we need to backfill some of those hidden champions with more scale up so we can continue to drive the German economy. And so that's what we're there to specifically talk about, and the practical tools, the things that you've got to do around people, around strategy, around execution, and around cash if you're going to go ahead and get up that S-curve and remain on some kind of a 20% per year growth path that not only provides jobs and innovation for the economy, but hey, it's a lot more fun to run those kind of companies.
Absolutely. Tell us a little bit more about your concept about doing growth summits. I mean, it's a very, very successful project you've developed here, or format you've developed in the States.
Yeah.
What's so different about the growth summit you've created towards the typical other events that we usually see?
Yeah, well, one of the things that we do is we really focus on wanting to bring the very top thought leaders to the audiences. Look, we don't think there's any time for amateur out there because time is critical. And we focus on making sure that they bring not theory, but very practical ideas that these entrepreneurs can use immediately in order to power their business forward. And the idea of the Growth Summit really was built on Bill Gates' famous Think Week, where Bill understood that nothing creative can come out of the brain until you've put something in. And we know on average you need to read about 24 books a year. Right now, Mark Zuckerberg is focused in 2015 of reading a book every 2 weeks. We know Warren Buffett reads 500 pages a day. Mark Cuban, who we're going to see here tomorrow, 3 hours a day. You know, it's leaders are readers. They're learners. They're thirsty to do this. And we wanted a very compact way for an entrepreneur to absorb this knowledge very quickly, because they don't have the time.
Absolutely.
A lot of folks do. So this is a learn fest of practical ideas to help you scale up the business. And we've been doing it now for almost over 3 decades. So we know what our audience needs to hear and will enjoy the most. The standing ovations that we've received here just today with our Growth Summit.
Absolutely. It was very interesting.
Yes.
One thing that is very interesting is you've generally put light on one part of the economy. This is the scaling up companies. Why is it so important, for example, for Germany to focus more on scale-ups?
Well, it's interesting. You know, the fastest growing economy in the G7 is actually Great Britain, the UK. And part of what's driving that is Sherry Kutu, who's a serial entrepreneur, investor in 55 companies, knighted, was asked by the UK government to say, all right, let's take a look at this critical segment of companies called scale-ups, different than startups and the large firms. And a report came back and clearly laid out, here are the 5 things that this group of companies need in the economy in order to be able to do their job of growing jobs and growing innovation. And they began to put those things in place in Great Britain. We're going to get the updated report here in a few weeks, but it's these same kind of ideas that we want to bring to all economies around the world. And we know that at the end of the day, between the mice, the gazelles, and the elephants, it's the gazelles, these scale-ups, they're the ones that are critical. And what they found in Great Britain, if they could just double the number of scale-ups, that would add 2 points, 2% to the GDP growth. And anytime you can get any fraction of that, that's significant. And we need that in Europe.
Well, we feel very, very honored to have you in Berlin. Verne Harnish will be in Berlin on May 11th, and we're very, very happy. And thank you for your time.
You got it. Thank you, Nicholas.
Thank you.